Good morning, friends. It's Jennifer, and I'm back because I wanted to share another inspiration from Amy at Kitty Witty Papercraft. She had done the ring binder books last week, and so over the weekend I created actually two. This is the first of two. I followed her theory of the 10 sets of papers and everything, but by the time I got done embellishing, 5 sets was more than enough for one book. So I created a second book in a spring theme, which I will show you later this week. So this is my take on it. And again, using the KB and Friends printables that are available on Etsy from Catherine. And so I love the way it came out. The rings, they're rose gold rings, which were gifted to me by my friend Lisa, and I love them. And then I decorated them with the just some scraps of quilting material I had. So there's lace and then 4 strands of the quilting material on each one. So really like the way they came out. I think they look super cute on here. And then I chose this for my cover because it said Easter, and like I said, I ended up doing 2 of these, one for Easter and one for spring. So I really love these cute little bunnies. So let me go to the inside, and I used some scrapbook paper. Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera there, guys. I used some scrapbook paper from Echo Park. It was an Easter line, so I really like the way that looks. I love the plaid with the colors. And then, like I said, I ended up with only 5 signatures instead of 10 because by the time I was done embellishing, they were too thick. These were KB and Friends, and I just put a little fabric under there. This was also a KB and Friends, and this one I just lined with lace. Just some ledger paper that I had, and I just glued on some little KB and Friends embellishments. Rather than keep saying KB and Friends embellishments, unless it's somebody else, I'm just going to assume that you realize that's where these are all from. This was a guest check that I decorated up with some fabric and lace and rickrack. More lace on the edge of this. Another printout with a ticket for a tab. And on the backs of some of them, with some of the extra pieces, I glued on and made pockets, and then I stuffed some of the cute little cards that were extras that I didn't use. So I thought, what better place to put them than there? And then for some of my pages, I added book pages, and so this was out of a flower book that I had, and I sewed around the edges of them to give them just some extra interest, and then backed all of them with some kind of ledger paper. And then my friend Lisa had sent me these die cuts, so I used them because I thought they were perfect, just to embellish them a little. My tab is this older Stampin' Up. I think it's called the Whale Tab Punch, which everybody's going nuts about, but yeah, so I have that and used it. And let's see. Then here I did another pocket and put some more little cute little pieces in there. So that's that one. Here's the second signature. This one has a cute little cutout with a doily and some, I don't know what that stuff is called. But I found it at Michael's in a big jumbo bulk pack tag. And then the other pages I used were bird pages because I love my birds and flowers, so I thought that was a good mix. And those I think I lined with some printed avocado dyed paper from, I think it was Tailor Made Journals that I got that from. But I love that look too. The doily effect is so pretty. And this one I just put lace on the edge of it. And this one I decorated up and added some rickrack, which I stapled on. I love that Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And a die cut that I fussy cut with a doily under it. And those I just printed some think that's antique papery background on the back, just because it was pretty neutral. A doily, and then I dressed it up with a die cut and another doily. And then I used some, what is this, manuscript paper, and added another die cut for my friend Lisa. And I had this one book page laying around with bunnies, and I thought, oh, how appropriate for the Easter book, so I put that in there. More Echo Park paper there. Actually, it's the same one from the front covers, but it's double-sided. Let's see. This is a library card, and I just added Rick Rack up here for color, and another die cut with a doily behind it. Another ledger paper that I just added a little embellishment to the corner. A guest check that I glued a word and another die cut to. Music. Well, that was a printable from KB and Friends, and I printed on the backs of them so that they would have writing space. A flash card from her set, and then I ran some fabric I had through the sewing machine to make a pleated ruffle. And there's another floral book page there. More manuscript paper with another die cut from my friend. And this was another die cut from my friend. I love this little rabbit and with the bow, and I put the Somebody Loves You from the kit in it. So thank you, Lisa, for that. He's so cute. And another die cut with Echo Park paper behind it. And another cute little vocabulary card. And a guest check. And I didn't think of this till I was going through, but with one of the extra die cuts, I made it almost like a tab on the end of the ledger paper, so I thought that was a cute idea. Another bird page, more of the avocado dyed paper. This was a greeting card that I had from a friend of mine, and I just thought that bunny was so cute, so I had to include it. More manuscript paper with a die cut. This was actually a printable paper that I got from acdigitals.com online. I picked it up on one of their dollar, I don't know, is it Tuesday or Wednesdays? They have dollar digital kits. I think it's Dollar Digi Wednesdays, they call it. So I picked up a whole kit with like 8 printable papers, and this was one of them, and I really think that's cute. And I wanted to bring in a little bit of purple, so that worked. And then this was one of their blank papers, and I just printed that on the back. I don't even know if you can see that, but there's a little distressing in it. And then another inventory tag that I had decorated with a doily and die cut. And some vintage graph paper. It's graph paper on one side and line paper on the other, which I thought was really neat. So I added that little die cut to it. Part of the KB and Friends kit there. Another doily that I just added one of the cute little 3x4 cards to. This is a... I'm sorry, guys. My dog heard another dog barking. He just took off, so I apologize for that sudden burst of loudness. Here I have a time ticket that I altered, and what I did was I took some of the extra cut-aparts. I put one on the front here, and then I have just 3 that I stacked up in the pocket here, just for, you know, decoration. I put a doily up here with a little ticket from the kit. And the doily carries on to the back for decoration. And then I have a floral book page here. And this was another die cut from my friend Lisa on manuscript paper. And the last one, and these are flip outs, and I can glue them as pockets or leave them like that if I want for hidden journaling or whatever. And there's another die cut. And then the back cover I decided, oh, I'm sorry, no, that's not the back cover. The last page I decided I would use another die cut as a pocket, so I thought that was a cute idea, and I put all those in there. And that was another of those papers from that kit, the digital AC Digitals. And the back cover, which is here. Now, I didn't put anything on the back of this. I just left it because I liked it that way, but there were some different printables in those KB and Friends kits that you could add. There were back cover blank things you could add. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed creating it. And like I said, I have another one coming that's a spring theme, so I'll share that with you later this week. And I'll see you back here soon. Have a good day.